All right. So this is my week 10 reflection vlog. Um, Looking back on this week, it was difficult. Uh, the the topic for the discussion board really kind of stopped me and made me think a lot uh, for that response. But I'll talk about that later in this video. Um, in this week's study, I really appreciated the talk, um, the challenge to become. In it, I think it's Elder Oaks, and he talks about how in the gospel we don't teach people to learn or teach people to merely know, but we teach people in order to become something, to change who they are. And I thought about how in learning, those are the kind of two things you can do. You can learn to know something and just have that like information in your mind, or you can learn to become something or to actually change. And that's kind of one advantage to living the gospel is you're practicing becoming what you are studying and what you are learning, or really applying what you are learning into your daily life. Um, Something I liked from the field guide for a hero's journey um, was a question posed about the people around you, the people on the journey with you. And it was, um, what are you doing for them? I don't know if it was actually in the reading or if that was one I typed up, but that question kind of really struck me. I personally would want a friend or a family member to help me achieve my dreams. I think that would be incredible. If they gave me some piece of knowledge or some name or company that would really help me out to achieve my dreams. But how am I doing that for them? And in order to kind of figure out how to be that kind of friend or to be that kind of family member, I need to know what their dreams are. In order to do that, I really need to have that kind of conversation, to not just be kind of on the surface level, but to kind of understand them more deeply, to know what they're hoping for. And once I'm able to know what their dreams and hopes are, I am more able to be able to help them. Um, I kind of made a list of people, and one of them is my cousin. And talking to her, I understood that one of her dreams is to be a fashion designer and to have her own brand. And I am not really in a scenario where that would be very relevant or I would be able to help her. But if in the future I do come across businesses that promote brands in fashion, then I could give her name as a referral, or make that kind of connection. And that goes back to like networks and what my paper interview was kind of all about, is making those connections. But more important, or not just making those connections, this kind of adds another level to it. It's understanding the desires or the plans of the people that you have connected. Um, the Going back to why this week was kind of difficult was understanding what my dream is. I I am really trying to comprehend that, trying to comprehend what would be what would make me happy? What would I love doing and just be full of joy doing for kind of a good part of my life? And I remember having this conversation with my mom, and she straight up told me that I was thinking too far. That although I could make these plans, or I could set these goals, the person I will be by in the middle of that journey will be different than who I am now. I talked about how I was trying to find like out what career I wanted to do now, but she explained to me that I shouldn't just tailor myself to a job, because it might turn out after all that tailoring that that's not the job that I want to do, or that I'm skilled or love doing. She counseled me that I should strive for my and work hard for my degree, and to continue analyzing what I am good at, what I love doing, and make that decision then. Or if not then, soon, like just before then. And that kind of put me at ease, because I had this mentality that I had to know exactly what job I was going to have, and exactly what industry and what like company I was going to work for. But I, although those are important elements, I think that's something that will come more clearly in focus as I continue pressing in that direction. And I think to blind myself to one specific area would really end up leading me to miss out on other opportunities that may come up, and other interests that I may find in myself. And so that's kind of my goal right now for that, for my dream, or for finding my dream. It is continuing with this business degree and figuring out more what I love doing and what I'm good at doing. I think that's it for this week's reflection video. Thanks for watching.